The real tea is that Oprah was holding people up because she got a private road in Hawaii. Good morning, y'all, and welcome to today's tea. You need to know before you hit the door, while you sip your cup of joy, while you hit your blow. Y'all already know. Ready, set, let's go. All right, y'all. Severe weather alert. I believe it's for New York. Y'all know the weather broadcasting system fucked up, so there's supposed to be severe storms and severe flash flooding around, I want to say from 4 to like 8, 9, 10. So just be on the watch out. I don't know how true that is, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. So if you prone to flash floods, like y'all already know what's tea. All right, y'all. Speaking of the weather, y'all seen that there was a earthquake in Russia that has Hawaii, California, or had, I don't know if they still are on tsunami watch. So that's going on. Oh, and bitch, the real tea is that Oprah was holding people up because she got a private road in Hawaii, and that was the only way for people to get to safety. And she wasn't opening her road. She ended up opening it, but they say she only opened it because they was dragging her so bad on the internet, bitch. That's just 30. I don't know if it's still pissed now. Y'all seen my video about how Donald Trump, Epstein, and Prince Andrews was basically all in a debacle over a girl, but Prince Andrews say he don't even know who the girl is? Yeah, look into that tea. Additionally, I know y'all seen where Ghislaine Maxwell is asking for a pardon, putting in an appellate process, and agreeing to speak to Congress contingent upon a list of demands, bitch. Y'all seen the story about the little boy who was killed by the brain-eating amoeba? As a person who had a brain-eating amoeba and lived literally by the grace of God, I do not like pools and lakes, and I will stand on that for the rest of my life. My kids will not go to summer camps, and they will not like pools and lakes. I can't do them. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm going to take that out of their childhood, but I don't know. Probably. Y'all heard about the cyber attack in Minnesota? The young lady said that 911 was down, the internet was down. Governor Walz declared a state of emergency. This happened like 2 days ago or some shit like that. I don't know if y'all heard about that. I reposted her story. All right, y'all. Just a couple of days ago in New York, they had like scorching heat. So there's that. But I just want to say this. I'm not the weather girl, but going from scorching heat to like rain and shit like that calls for tornadoes. So y'all just duck and cover. Nah, y'all be safe, for real. For real. Y'all heard about the girl who was eating her food and found some molars in that bitch? Turns out it was just pig molars, but I'd have passed out. Y'all heard about the mass shooting in Atlanta. I think one died and I think 10 others were shot. This happened like 2 days ago. Y'all heard the Democrats is suing, I don't know who they suing. They suing somebody for access to the detention centers because they not being allowed to access or get into ICE. So I guess they suing Congress. I don't know. Now, y'all, we talked about redistricting a couple, like last week sometime. And so they finally released the maps. Y'all go take a look at that. And we're going to talk about that in class whenever I record the early morning hustle show there. Y'all seen they detained that U.S. citizen? They keep doing that shit, huh? Y'all seen Uncle Shay Shay got fired from ESPN? And I never get happy when nobody get fired, because getting fired is not a good feeling coming from somebody who been fired a whole lot in her life. Yikes. Y'all seen that man who got beat up real bad in police custody? I know that sounds like every story, right? Right. But no, it just happened again recently. Oh, and this man went on to succumb to his injuries and he ended up dying. So there's that. But, you know, same shit, different day. And I hate when y'all make me agree with Donald Trump. But Chuck Schumer introduced invoked a rare law to invoke or request Epstein files. At this point, like, give it up. We already know. Like, okay, like we already know y'all. Like, okay, all right, that's the tea. I'm sorry. Y'all seen that a Virginia legislator or lawmaker got doused with gas and set on fire, but apparently it ain't have nothing to do with him being a legislator. He just happened to be, you know, a representative. You get what I'm saying? And shout out to the Midas Touch for this tea. But y'all seen that Ford lost out on how much did they say? They lost out on a large profit margin. I want to say it was like 29 million, but I think it was a little bit more than that. The rule that Chuck Schumer is invoking is called the Rule of Five. But again, we know he in the files. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just confused at this point. Y'all seen that man that had to detain that other man because he was talking about he had a bomb on the plane. And so he just had to put that nigga to sleep. Thank God a man finally stepped up this time. Y'all seen that flight that had to make I don't know if it had to make an emergency landing or had to turn around and 25 people was injured because the turbulence was so bad? Yeah, it was a Delta flight, I believe.